But how are y'all doing?
We can get started, Luke.
Hey Marquez, what these last couple of weeks been like for you? It seems like you're ramping your production up. Are you feeling a little bit more comfortable out there? What would you explain it? How would you explain it?
Honestly, I just feel like we've been coming together a little bit more. Just together as an offense. I know we try to go out there and score touchdowns every time we're on the field. I know that that doesn't always happen, but that's what we go out there and do. That's the objective. So anything that we do is to win, to go score. So and we just whenever our numbers called, we try to make the play. And numbers being called and we're trying to make the play.
Any guess?
Yeah, while there's been COVID and injuries and all of the above happening, both Kawan and Isak got their chances to play in the last couple of weeks. I guess what was your perception of how they've done the last couple of weeks?
Man, they needed to step up, and we needed them to step up, and that's what they did. Whether it was special teams or playing a role in the offense, we needed them, and they came through. Um, I can't tell you how happy I am and proud of them. I told them when they was coming, I was like, man, it's been a long season. Y'all have earned this. I know y'all probably thought it never would come, just the way how CJ and the coaches always on them, always want them to get better. And I know the feeling because I went through it last year. How maybe you can never feel like you was doing things right, or maybe it was never up to standard because it is a standard to play here. And I kind of knew what they was going through. So when they finally got their chance to play, I told them, enjoy it, take it all in. And I'm pretty sure that's what they did. They loved it. You can tell how they played. And I just hope they get an opportunity to play again, a lot more at least.
Luke Johnson.
Hey Marquez, Deontay's saying we got to give you grief for not hitting 100, but I think he's shortchanging on that 100-yard game he hit a couple weeks ago.
Oh, man.
What's it been like having him back, man? I know you guys seem pretty close.
Yeah, it's great to have him back. He always gives me crap, and I give him crap all the time. But I think that's just how close the whole room. I'm talking as the receivers because that's who we're with all the time. So I think the receiver room's gotten closer as it should. From the beginning of the season through camp through now. I feel like we all kind of figured each other out and know how we interact, how we play with each other on and off the field. And as you see, Deontay stole my idea of my scooter, so we rode the scooter in together. He called me when he got that scooter for Christmas, and I was happy. I told him, it ain't like mine. I got the original one. Mine's faster, it looks better, and I look better on it. So I told him that when he first got it. So just but it's great to have him back, not just as a friend off the field, but as a player on the field.
Amy.
Yeah, you touched on a little bit with training camp and all of that. Is it with everything that has happened this year? No excuses, obviously. But does it feel real? Just all of the things that y'all have had to go through this season, whether it's the hurricane or injuries or COVID or I mean, I could keep going, but this is a question for you, not for me. Just how do you balance through all of that? Just knowing that the regular season is almost over and y'all have been through quite a lot this year.
Man, like you said, it's been a lot. Like this, we could honestly write a story or have a movie about this year. But like you said, no excuses. I mean, that's about it. Every team goes through it. Every team has injuries. Every team has COVID issues. I mean, probably not everybody has been relocated because of a hurricane, but that just plays a part of it. I think it kind of helped the team. I know we said at the beginning, try not to look at it as something bad, but look at it as something good. When we left, I think that was a big, big bonding experience for the whole team. Just because normally when we leave the facility, we all go home, And now that we left practice or leave wherever we was at, we all went back to the hotel and we all was in the same building and under the same roof. So I think that kind of built us closer together at the beginning of the season, and it just kind of carried over. So whether players that wasn't with us at the beginning are with us now, I think it still creates the same atmosphere.
I have time for one more for Luke Johnson.
Marquez, just curious that, maybe you weren't coming into this season expecting to kind of take on this role that you have. I'm curious how challenging the season's been at some points for you, and if you feel like late in the year you've kind of found something maybe that wasn't there before, or if this is just kind of what happens when you're in the field as much as you are.
Right. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I mean, coming in this year, I had no idea what was going to happen, what I was getting myself into, and I definitely didn't know the season would end up like how it ended up. Granted, the injuries, COVID, in the hotel with the hurricane, but I think it just made me feel like I actually belong here in a way, like being able to go out there and play, being able to have the confidence and the trust that the coaches and the players, quarterbacks, no matter who it was that was out there, it just built my confidence up. So from the beginning of the season to now, lots of ups and downs, lots of controversy that happened, and it just all builds up character. It all builds up personality. And I mean, playing somewhere else, I definitely wouldn't have gotten this experience. Playing without the guys here definitely would have been a different experience. So just going and staying true and just trusting the process. That's all I can say about this year. Just trust the process, and whether it works out good or bad, it just helps in every way.
Cool. I think we're all set. Thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marquez.
Thank you.